specialty.
We'll see. We'll see. Going into the second phase now, there's the Uranus ban. Oh, they know. They know that for this to work, there has to be a super dead XP lane. Yes. They know that Alpha has to be
Shout out, mga kahot dog.
Have in his kit, right? Yuzong is still an option.
Ayan. Good evening sa mansulok ng mundo, mga kahot dog. Ayan. Mega love shout out po sa 16 million in the house. Good evening. Ayaw mga kahot. Tayo yan mukhang malabong makapaglaro dahil may tournament pero tatry natin o kaya manood tayo ng tournament ng kasi ang kasaling maglalaro ay Pilipinas kaya manood tayo o try natin makapaglaro ayun mga katog, good evening sa mansulok ng mundo, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Ayun, good evening po. Kaya hindi na natin patatagalin mga katog. Tara, tayo'y maglaro o manood. Pero bago tayo manood o maglaro, siyempre tayo'y mag-intro. Kaya pasok intro. Yon mga katog, ayan. Get ready, Mobile Legend bang. Eto bang. Ayan. Atok na si katog. Update lang. Kaya try natin makapaglaro. Pero mukhang mahirap kasi may tournament mga kahotdog Ayun, naunahan ako. Naunahan tayo. Pero mamaya uulit tayo. Ayun,
Haven't seen too much of Esme. We've seen it once. It's happening again. But the Angela, right? In this meta, we haven't really seen it too much. No engage for the side of Occupy here.
Not even an ult. Not even a sure ult.
I guess like Falling Star Moon, right?
Yeah, sure.
Kinda.
Sure.
I can't remember the last time I've seen a Falling Star Moon used to engage.
Try natin ulit. Out tayo. Try natin ulit. Pampira, hindi na lang sila mag-tournament na pampira. Yung mga gusto maglaro, hindi makapaglaro. Makapaglaro Diyos mo, marimar. Kung mag-tournament kayo, hindi yung gusto maglaro, hindi makapaglaro. Pihira. Hindi naman kami makakasali dyan sa mga ganyan. Salang Diyos. naman. Dapat pala ranking kagad. Naunahan tayo, naunahan. Ayan eh. Ako, ayan na naman.
To build damage. The Queen
Kaya
wants to
malag
build
tayo mga
damage,
karto.
and if he
Ganun.
keeps on going this way,
Supportahan natin ang
expect to see
Pilipinas.
Maro just getting one shot out of nowhere.
Yeah, and that's annoying, right? Every time you want to go for something, you want to look for an NEH, you get kited first, but Alpha here,
He's in trouble.
He's dead.
That's it. Oh, Lord. You're just talking about the Queen, how she chose violence, draws first blood.
I mean, yeah, Diggy with that emblem, it's gonna hurt. It hurts in the late game, the way that you spam it, the way that the passive stacks as well. And wait a second here.
Hello, forcing out a flicker from Maro, sending that Angela home without a level 4. Without an ult.
Yeah, that's a little frustrating. This first turtle probably not going to go into the hands of Occupy for now unless Leo is able to clutch this out. But notice that Blacklist, they want to play hyper standard, right? Benedetta is going into the jungle.
Whoa, using that electro final blow, taking down Maro. Yes, Leo does keep his purple, but at the cost of his roamer. Now down bottom, Speedy, so much pressure. Yue pops him. And Leo meets up with the Queen. And here's the Heart Guard finally. Do they pull the trigger? Yes, they do, but to no avail.
Yeah, a small win for Occupy there, being able to take V off the map, especially now that you can see that Blacklist are already rotating towards the next neutral objective, the turtle. But even with a man advantage, Occupy, they have decided not to go for it.
Yep, honestly, there's no point to actually try for it, right? Their item power spikes aren't there. Esmeralda is basically a non-factor in a majority of these fights until she starts getting her first two. No.
Look at this attempted sandwich play. Leo gonna get hit with the reverse time. Phantom Execution on out, survives.
Gets to walk away for free, but that bottom side, once again, we're not seeing Speedy get too much of a lead at the end of the day. Owl, he just has to play it a little slow, get calls in for reinforcements, and whenever that Wise is pathing down to the bottom side, he knows for a fact that he can get a little bit more aggressive to hopefully force a mistake from Occupy, bait them out into a fight that they probably won't win without some extra bodies.
Yeah, so far we don't really have much of an impact here coming in from the mid laners, right? They're still building those items, Elegant Gem both for them, but I feel like there's a lot more for the Novaria to play around with. Skirmishes, right? These team fights, but unfortunately, because she hasn't been knocked up, hasn't been online just yet, there's not much of that going on. But meanwhile here,
Oh, that's a Heart Guard. Preemptive, possibly? Yeah, that's a clear sign. Blacklist will not want to fight.
They're just waiting it out. Yep, no reason to actually go any further than this. The next objective is 43 seconds away. They're going to play playing to their strengths, and now that it's gone, they might find an opportunity. Yue hasn't stolen any.
this vision game, right? Because obviously Smile can do that. Maro a little bit speedy as well with his ultimate, but so can Venus, right? She can put in the time bombs around. Be one type of vision situation.
Especially when they're coming down to the bottom side. Alpha, once again, getting punished.
Oh, the switch up. They take. Moskov. Edwards in trouble. Do they get the love tap? Oh, short of a basic attack. Edwards survives.
Oh, Speedy didn't want to go further than that. He didn't want to tank a couple of shots and then back out and then use the Spirit of Destruction. Fortunately, Wise is going to be the one taking away that turtle, but they traded for top tier 1. If they're able to convert this into something more.
There's a stun on Oh My Venus, but there's too much damage coming in from Blacklist. Maro gets popped. Not much of an answer from a stationary Angela. Now Leo wants to take down Yue. Is there enough damage? He gets knocked up, gets stunned, and hit with an Appraiser's Wrath.
Oh, Speedy ran. Okay, sure, you want to cover. Back him up. I don't know, miscommunication What's going on here?
The pressure's starting to get to them. That's what it feels like, right? When you look at Blacklist, their chemistry seems to be going really, really well. They're feeling very comfortable now with a 3.1k lead against Occupy, but Occupy on the other hand, I don't want to say that it's negative synergy just yet, but I do think that there is a breakdown in communication.
3,400 gold lead already here in the 7th minute of the game. Blacklist once again with the fast rotations here to the bottom side. Speedy might be in trouble. Hardguard still able to save them, Leo?
Oh, there's a dash forward. They mean business. They want to find one. Puncture on through. Oh, they catch Yue, and they take him down. That's a shutdown. Plus another one. Smile from downtown with a snipe. And that's 2 for free. Occupy back on the board.
That's what we wanted to see. At least Occupy able to redeem themselves there a little bit. That's going to give them some momentum. And now they're trying to farm as much as they can. But look at that top side.
Oh, top side, bottom side as well. Oh, heartstrings by Maro. Top lane defended, held down by Alpha. What's Al doing? Clearing the waves? Ooh, Speedy trying to take this little wanderer. Wise got his eyes on it.
Yeah, he's going to be able to achieve this no problem
Oh,
whatsoever.
Time's Journey coming in from the Queen with a flicker. Can Leo finish the job? I like the final blow coming in. And that's all she wrote. But traded up for Owl, 1 for 1.
So good, so good. I was going to say, hey, watch out for this upcoming turtle fight because Edward has that Petrify with Electro Final Blow. And we know how devastating that could be. Now, not even a non-factor. The fact that Leo isn't around, they're basically going to secure this for free.
Here we go. Hearthguard coming in. Alpha gets him, but not until Wise gets a turtle first. So shields and extra damage on the side of Blacks International. Alpha says that's a no-go.
Yeah, even without the resources, Blacklist still able to get that under the nose of Occupy. And looking at this, you can see that Speedy trying to get to that point as fast as he can. He's going in, rotating towards that top side, getting the farm that he so desperately needs at the stage because, you know, his team needs him right now. They need him to come online before Blacklist start to snowball here in the 8th minute of the game.
Yeah, and if Blacklist could just take away more and more resources off the map, it's going to make it difficult for Occupy, right? So the fact that that bottom side, tier 1 is already cracked open, and ideally, if they can get that mid-tier 1, they're basically going to starve Occupy like they did in game number 1 all over again.
Dude, that's a golden staff for Owl already.
Oh no. See the damage from the basics. There's a reverse time on the Speedy. This is an engagement just waiting to happen. Look at the angle by Wise.
He's not going to be showing himself justice. He's going to go back to the farming, make sure that they have a little bit more control, and they know that Occupy is just forced to sacrifice this. Wait, mid lane.
Uh-oh. Leo looks for one. They got eyes on Edward, but they don't see Wise.
Oh, they're going to back up here. Once again, Wise, he doesn't mind walking up into this. He can take the damage. Oi.
There you go, Heartguard cancelled.
Yeah.
Instead, Alpha's left to his own devices. It's a 3v1. And now they catch Maro. Wise gets it.
Not the best of decisions, I would say, to do a hard guard right in front of Wise, but here we go. Edward Wise, 2v1 situation. Can he get out?
BD! 2v1. This Muscovy had no business being in this deep. That's all she wrote. Occupy have lost so much in the past minute.
Yeah, this is just devastating. Blacklist just making sure that every one of these movements, overextensions are punished. They are playing their standard game, and Occupy, they've got no footing whatsoever. If they want to go for more, maybe they can look for a punish onto Yue, but even then, still, Edward is quite the problem. They have nobody to really lock him down.
Oh, the vision is what I keep cringing at, right? From V. V already has a Divine Glaive as well, so not only vision, but already a lot of damage paired.
Do with it. Right now, there's not much. But for Blacklist, they have a fundamental lineup that they have coverage. And even if the Valentina steals the Astral Echo, it's worth it. And now Leo is in trouble. Oh no, there's not much he can do here. Maro can try to save him, but there's a reverse time. Puts him down under. Owl gets a kill.
Maro's too close. He can't even use the hard guard to buy him that extra bit of shield to protect it and maybe, hopefully, turn things around.
Now Alpha, it's his turn to get the hard guard treatment. Oh, just enough to help him survive. But what are they going to do against this level 1 Lord? Owl coming in with a blazing duet. Oh, my Venus very low. Owl goes down off of Maro's love waves. Oh, and there's a snipe coming in from Smile. But the turret still goes down.
They still find it. Edward is gonna try and take out 1v1 against Speedy. Is he gonna check?
Oh!
Edward spotted it.
Beautiful!
There's the eye for an eye. Speedy's not gonna survive unless, oh, that's a 3v1. Somebody stop him. Wise gets the kill.
And he just gets down to the ground there by the Fredrin there. All right, 4,500 goals lead here for Blacklist, but it looks like despite everything, Occupy is still putting up a fight. They were able to get a few objectives on the map in terms of Blacklist's towers, and as this goes through, if they can, you know, stay disciplined, honestly, with the way that they're playing, I do feel like they might have a fighting chance. Let's take a look at what happened there.
Yeah, in this instant replay, you can almost immediately tell that Alpha gets chunked down really hard. But the overextension was unnecessary, right? We know for a fact that Owl didn't need to go for this Blazing Duet. And if he's going to go for anybody, might as well start looking towards your side. You know, like Smile, for an example. Get his flicker. Try to force something out of him rather than walking up to the person who has the hard guard.
Talk about Smile, he's deathless. He's been using this range to maximum efficiency. Watch out for him. I think after a 4th or 5th core item, he should be able to snipe out Owl with just 2 major hits.
And not to mention that, you know, Edward, he could basically win out this 1v1 against Speedy unless Speedy has that Inspire. Then it's a little dangerous. But other than that, right, Edward, he can greed out with his build. He has more than enough damage. He knows for a fact that Alpha isn't going to get to the position that he wants to unless this is 16 minutes into the game. And even then, Maro, that shield is starting to fall off, and it's falling off fast.
You're right here. I don't know about this. Seems like Blacklist, they want to take things a little bit slower than before. They're not going to go for a crazy engage just yet. Because 6 seconds left on the board.
I think it's fine to go slow.
Yeah.
There's not much Blacklist is losing. They have a okay scaling lineup, right? The more items that the Diggy gets, the more painful it goes.
But I don't know, scaling compared to a Moskov in the late game.
And the Novaria.
It's
And
risky.
an Esmeralda, but I guess this is not taking it slow. Again, they're going for the Lord as quickly as they can.
I mean, they're situationally aware, right? As much as you want to see Blacklist kind of like just continuously developing this lead, 5K is more than enough. They're going to hit the item power spikes that they need. They're going to find the neutrals. Oh, Edward.
He has 1.
And here's the hard guard. Can Speedy capitalize? Look at Alpha. Here comes Wise. This is more an even fight, 2v2. Alpha spots out Owl. Can he finish the job? Speedy catches an angle. He still has the hard guard, and now Owl comes in, taking down the Moskov and pops Maro right out. Oh, that's a difficult engagement. Occupy should get out of here.
Why? I don't know. I think Alpha could have just kept on going. He had the sprint as well. He could have kept on trying to force something, maybe get a kill onto Owl's side, but they backed off, and the miscommunication ended up Speedy positioning himself for the Battle Mirror image and dying for it.
Watch out, this is peculiar because Blacklist don't have a wave. So I wonder what Occupy's call is. Take down the Lord, defend, keep our major objectives. US stole the Astral Echo. Wise deep behind enemy territory. Erecto final blow already used up by Edward. They take down the mid lane inhibitor.
That was so risky. That was such a risky play from Speedy. Not really sure if that was worth to take, honestly,
Optimal.
right? I mean, 2... Okay, 1 inhibitor turret taken down. I mean, if a same mistake like that keeps on going, that's GG, honestly.
I think this game is slowly coming to, well, you know what? Let's look at the items real quick. Where's Esmeralda at in her build? Currently, 3rd item already complete, looking to complete a 4th item, but what does she even go for? Because at the end of the day, no matter what she gets, she's still going to need at least something along the lines of maybe even an Ice Queen's Wand to be somewhat relevant in chasing down the Claude. And even then, there's no guarantee.
Looking at what Alpha has, even he's not sure. Right?
He can't decide.
Yeah, the Ice Queen wand doesn't come from either the pants or the robe.
Yep.
So he's still waiting. I think the call is going to come from somewhere in OP. It's going to come from Speedy if he has enough damage. It's going to come from Smile if he feels like his snipes are getting better. So it's not all over just yet, but it's very hard for Occupy to claw back.
What was the item on Smile? Do you remember how far she's gone in her item?
He's currently on his 4th item as of just yet.
And it's all damage.
And it's all damage, right? And that's all Smile realistically needs. If he can land it on the perfect targets, which in this case is either Oh My Venus to try and reduce those stacks all over again, or even Owl, which would be the most ideal, then maybe there's something to talk about. But at the end of the day, I don't see either one of these people getting hit without Wise or even Edward being in that front line.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So there's a small sliver of opportunity, right? And because of the way that they compose their draft, Occupy should have a good time when it comes down to the defense.
Oh no.
What?
What's Alpha thinking? He goes down for free, but wait, Speedy does get the hard guard in, forcing out a blazing duet from Owl. Leo here from the back lines, and he's trying to take down Yue. Will he get it? And then he does! Alongside Maro. Edward uses the electro final blow. Oh no, he's still holding on to it. He already spent it. Down goes Oh My Venus. It's just Maro out. Will Edward punish? Chasing, gets the stun and the reverse time. Maro's still here. It's taking quite a while, and there's the electro final blow. Down goes the Angela.
Yep, and all this while you see that Wise is cutting off reinforcements, Smile unable to rejoin or get in some kind of range to support with some kind of artillery fire from afar.
Dropping the BMI in that bush, they knew something was fishy. Phantom execution on out. Owl using the tail end of that BMI, taking down Leo.
That's a 3-man advantage now for Blacklist. Uncontested Lord. Leo's still gone for about 30 seconds, which means they have to defend for 30 seconds without him.
Yep, they're going to be walking out once more, and the 10K lead is here, at least for Occupy. They have pushed it to the time limit where the heroes actually get relatively strong. Like Speedy, for an example, he is in a very good position to potentially 1v5 if Blacklist make that mistake again.
And now the defense down bottom, not much Occupy can do, especially when they're not complete, not a 5-man unit, but they do clear the wave.
Oh, right, Speedy, he's still on that top side, right? Edward, is he moving? No, it looks like they're just going to try and rush this at the end of the day. They don't have a wave to work with, I guess.
They need everybody. Look at how deep Wise is. Look at how close he is to Smile. And now Leo. Speedy, they're keeping Speedy there.
Yeah.
Lord's still up. And now Speedy's gonna keep pushing. Down goes Alpha. Watch the base. Ladies and gentlemen, Blacks International wastes no time taking the series.
They're looking to just claim all the ground here. 2-0 clean sweep. Wow, I don't know. I don't know about Occupy, honestly, with that game.
They got demoralized at the very end there. They saw the impeding Doom coming in, even for Speedy. He's like, I gotta try something. Even if I were back in base, the goal lead is it's just too much to actually handle here. There's nothing much they could have really done realistically. Blacklist had covered everything, and even for Edward, he's like, I don't even need to go back with this. There's not enough time.
And just on a fundamental level, that draft, it was very abstract. There was so much they were trying to get, so much they were trying to do. And against the M3 champions, against Blacks International, the window, the margin of error is just so small.
Exactly. And I mean, considering how that early to mid game went, man, Blacklist really punished those overextensions. You step a little bit out of the boundaries, sure, we'll take you out. But then Speedy goes even further.
And we were talking about this just before the game started, right? Keep up the tempo, but fix up the draft. They went the complete opposite.
And you know, it wasn't just once or twice, right? What we saw, there were multiple occasions where Occupy made decisions that either weren't communicated good enough to the other members of the team, or I don't know what happened there backstage. I wish we could hear the comms, honestly, because I want to know what went down there. Esmeralda going in alone. We saw Speedy. There was a moment with even Leo in the top side in the early stage of the game. See, you can't make these little mistakes against Blacklist of all teams. They're gonna capitalize over it, and they're gonna do it fast and well, and that's what you get. 2-0 clean sweep by Blacklist.
Demoralized and broken. That's what it feels like to play against Blacklist sometimes, where it feels like no matter what you do, there is no out, as they slowly, the agents claw and push you back into that corner. Even for Leo, you could see him trying in many different positions to try and catch people off guard. And unfortunately, this time, Blacklist, if they stuck to their standard, they play perfectly fine, and they continue to do so.
And that's where this all gets all the more upsetting for me personally, right? I'm a big fan of a majority of the players from Occupy. They've done so much in MPL MENA, and the fact that in Game 2 alone, maybe even parts of Game 1, a majority of Game 1, sure, Leo was doing the right thing for the most part, right? Leo was an anchor for Occupy, and he was doing what they should be doing. He was going fast, and he was moving first, but throughout different parts of the game, it's like the other members were planning for different things.
Yeah.
You were mentioning how Alpho was checking bushes the way he shouldn't have. You mentioned towards the last part, we were watching it as well. Speedy was split pushing. I don't know exactly what's going on. To be a fly in that room, well, on the stage, to understand their comms, I wish we could get an insight.
I have a question though, right, guys? With Todak winning 2-0, Blacklist 2-0.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this.
They do the poll. They got the fan. How long?
That is a Kamei fan.
Wow.
And the queen.
That's super
This is
cute.
a dream come true.
The fan art as well. Goodness gracious.
Look at that. Look at that painting.
How many hours did he spend making that?
Super sweet.
We were saying.
Yeah. Coming back to that, right? Wait, so Todak won 2-0. Right? Blacklist 2-0 already.
That's de facto.
Does that mean?
That's de facto, I think.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah?
Yeah.
So that's it?
We're just waiting for the announcement, but I think that spells it out.
So this is the second team.
That we have to say goodbye to, unfortunately. And Occupy will not be able to make it to that very next stage. And it hurts my soul because, again, when they were playing against Todak, this wasn't the Occupy that we saw in M4. This was a completely new team, and they were a breath.
Right? Blacklist 2-0 already.
That's de
Does
facto.
that mean?
That's de facto, I think.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah?
Yeah.
So that's it?
We're just waiting for the announcement, but I think that spells it out.
So this is the second team.
That we have to say goodbye to, unfortunately. And Occupy will not be able to make it to that very next stage. And it hurts my soul because, again, when they were playing against Todak, this wasn't the Occupy that we saw in M4. This was a completely new team, and they were...
Right? Blacklist 2-0 already.
That's de
Does
facto.
that mean?
That's de facto, I think.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah?
Yeah.
So that's it?
We're just waiting for the announcement, but I think that spells it out.
So this is the second team.
That we have to say goodbye to, unfortunately. And Occupy will not be able to make it to that very next stage. And it hurts my soul because, again, when they were playing against Todak, this wasn't the Occupy that we saw in M4. This was a completely new team, and they were a breath of fresh air, looking at them in a completely new light. But that's just not enough this time around.
Aw.
Up the rest of what Occupy could call a part of their map.
Exactly. And every time he has his Petrify off of that cooldown, immediate punish. Leo, if... build hyper greedy and has plenty of damage.
He wasn't joining as a majority of the team fights. He was buying time for Blacklist and just eating up the rest of what Occupy could call a part of their map.
Exactly. And every time he has his Petrify off of that cooldown, immediate punish. Leo, if he doesn't have his Thorn Rose or iframes to work with, he's going to die. Even when he tries to go for something like a Phantom Execution, the moment he's about to get it off, locks down, instantly dead. Speedy tries the same thing, instantly dies. Alpho tries to tank through it, through the Heart Guard. Guess what? Edward decided to build hyper greedy and has plenty of damage.
Yeah, there's nobody to lock down Edward either way, right? And I think that's why it was risky. I said that the draft...
Oh, an early diggy!
I think this is one of those situations where Blacklist is making... Is that, oh my Venus, if you look at... It's... You know that he wants to build damage. The Queen into the jungle.
Whoa.
Into the jungle.
Whoa.
Even without the... And looking at the...
Even...
Pole build, right? And this is a 5v5 game. It's so hard to execute on 10-pole builds in MLBB. So with that being said, Blacklist just drafted almost comfortably, right? Too comfortably. Those are all signature picks.
There's nothing more I can really say about this. The damage taken speaks for itself. Even the damage dealt. Occupy trying to fight back as much as they could, but the jungle was basically a bit more be able to push maybe 2 or deter 3 people walking into his jungle.
Yeah, you can even see it on the stats, right? Monster gold stolen. Blacklister being so oppressive even from that early game. And I gotta say that a lot of the times that it was facilitated by Queen V.
If anything, to give kudos to Occupy, I'd like to see more of Smile.
Be able to push maybe 2 or deter 3 people walking into his jungle.
Yeah, you can even see it on the stats, right? Monster gold stolen. Blacklister being so oppressive even from that early game. And I gotta say that a lot of the times that it was facilitated by Queen V.
If anything,
Ayun, natapos na din. Gusto niyo marimaro na. Para makapaglaro naman tayo. Wait, palalakin lang natin mga hotdog. Pinaiinit ulo ko eh. Gusto na nakapaglaro na eh. Si Marimar Pulgoso. Alright. Ayan, pati bike ko, ayan na, nagloko na. Kasi pinaiinit ulo eh. Let's go!
I am the moonlight that breaks through the darkness.
Antok na tuloy ako. Diyos me. Antok na tuloy si Kakatok. Alright. Ayan, para pogi tayo dito. Oh, di ba? Pogi. Ay, pogi. Ano yan? Ayan, di. Aba. Magpiraw ng ano ah. Tali na naman kami nito. Diyos mia, Marimar Pulgoso. Dali tayo nito.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
Good. May ano eh. May Souls eh.
Wise choice. First blood.
Ang bira. Bakit? Kailangan takbo-takbo.
The way of the arrow.
Pag ganito,
Swift,
ayaw na
silent,
galaw.
and precise.
Takbo-takbo lang. Uy, nasa ka na?
Where do you think you're going?
Saan ka punta? Ayun pala naririnig. May naririnig.
I can handle that.
Mamaya, sandali lang ha. Mamaya tayo babawi dyan ha. Mamaya ha. Mari-report tayo nito.
Request backup. Our turret has been destroyed. Watch your back.
Sabi na eh. Ayan eh. Okay, game.
The enemy has slain the turtle. You can't run from my arrow. Watch your back.
Mana kasi.
You
Oh.
Wise choice. Our turret has been destroyed.
Talo nito, talo. Napaano tayo eh, napatunga nga eh.
Where do you think you're going?
Pa-level tayo, pa-level. Kasi antok na ako eh, walang tuloy ako ng gano eh. Pampira.
Initiate retreat. I can handle
Kanina
that.
pa ako laro eh. Meron pa kasi silang ano eh.
Slain.
Walang tuloy ako ng gana maglaro dahil
Has been slain.
kanina eh. Meron pa kasi silang pa-live na ano.
Launch attack.
Ayaw na talaga gumana.
The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and precise.
Tigil ako. Magla-live kasi.
Has been slain.
Mag-live, hindi yung ano, pira.
Enemy rampage.
Hindi gusto maglaro eh. Kaya Mobile Legend, no? Papalaro kayo ng
I
live.
can handle that.
Mag-tournament, ilalive nyo ba? Gusto na makapaglaro yung iba eh.
The enemy has slain the
Gigil nyo
turtle.
ako ah.
The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and slain. May the moon forever shine upon us. Initiate retreat. Where do you think you're going? Our turret has been destroyed. Watch your back. Wise choice.
Initiate retreat.
Our turret is under attack.
Dami. Bobos din. Surrender ng bobos. Report kayo. Okay, mga player. Gigil. Yung kasi kanina pa ako laro eh. Meron pa kasi sila tournament na hindi ka pwede maglaro.
I am the moonlight that breaks through the darkness.
Ito na naman. Naku po, pagka ganito mga kasama mo may mga number na ano, Diyos mio marimar. Ito na naman kami.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed! The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and precise. You can't run from my arrow. Wise choice. Where do you think you're going? can handle that. Watch your back. First blood.
Mamaya, babawi tayo. Yapong.
Where do you think you're going?
Mamaya, papalakas lang tayo.
An ally has been slain.
Yung pa isa.
An ally has been
Nako
slain.
po. Sabi ni.
Launch attack. I can handle that.
Kaya lang.
Launch attack. Ha! You can't run from my arrow. Ha! Ha! Request backup. The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and precise. Launch attack! The enemy has slain the turtle. Wise choice. An enemy has been slain.
Aba.
Watch your back.
Hindi. Ito.
Wise choice. May the moon forever shine upon us. The eclipse. Enemy double kill. You can't run from my arrow.
Bakit?
An ally has been slain.
Ayun, mali pala.
Where do you think you're going? An ally has been slain. Watch your back. I can handle that. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. The way of the backup. Swift, silent, by the moon. The eclipse.
Galing ah. Nakakaulo.
Enemy has been slain. Watch your back.
Walang kasi ako ng gana.
Enemy double. Request backup. Enemy double kill. The enemy has slain the turtle. Sorry. An ally has been slain. Yeah. The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and precise.
Ayun na naman. Kaya nakakabuisit eh.
Where do you think you're
Sabi na mo.
destroyed?
Oo, gagas.
An ally has been slain. May the moon forever shine upon us.
Ah!
An enemy
Pangit ang araw ngayon maglaro.
Wise choice. I can make the moon forever shine upon us. Shut down.
Oh!
You can't run from my arrow.
Mamamatay tayo.
I can handle that. You can't run from my arrow. Request backup. An ally has been slain. Ally has been slain. Killing spree. Our turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed. Your team destroyed a turret. You have been slain. Eclipse.
Gigil ako nito mga kasama ko. Puro ano eh. Hindi na lang laro eh. Surrender.
Wise choice. An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Ganyan.
Killing spree. Shut down.
Sama-sama kayo. Diba?
Ally has been slain. Watch your back. Shut down. Our turret is under attack. Swift, silent, and precise. Your team destroyed a turret. Where do you think you're going?
Dumiskarte.
An ally has slain Lord. Watch your back. Beware of ambush. Our turret has been destroyed. An ally has been slain. You can't run from my arrow. May the moon forever shine upon us. An enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy. The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and precise. Your team destroyed a turret. You have been slain. The eclipse. Request backup. Ally has been slain. Initiate retreat. Launch attack. Ally has been slain. Initiate retreat. An ally has been slain.
Uy.
shine upon us. You have been slain. Your team destroyed a turret. Launch attack. Our turret is under attack.
Parang ito. Takbo. Buhay. Marunong makipaglaban mag-isa. Pero parang kasama.
I can handle that. An ally has been launch attack.
Gigil ah.
Wise choice. You can't run from my arrows. You have slain an enemy. Shine upon us. Double kill.
Woo!
Bobo!
Haba pa ng buhay. Takbo ng takbo.
Our turret is under attack.
Ito, papatalo.
Request backup. Request backup.
Ito mga ba?
Understood. Where do you think you're destroyed? The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and stealthy. Initiate retreat. Wise choice. May the moon forever shine upon us. Shut down.
Lumabas na. Kompleto na. Kompleto na nga ba?
Request backup.
Ano nito?
Launch attack.
Gigil.
Shut down. Your team destroyed a turret. Your team destroyed a turret. Watch your back.
Ayun, ito po. Bayani. Pampihira.
Request backup. Understood. An enemy has been slain. Thank you. An ally has been slain. Initiate retreat.
Takbo tayo, takbo. Marami nakabang. Abangers sila, abangers.
I can handle that. May the moon forever shine upon us. Enemy has been slain.
So, lakas. Hindi ako nakatakbo. Lakas ah.
Their inhibitor turret is under attack. Request backup. Request backup. Request backup. Beware of ambush. Request backup. Wise choice.
Ayan na.
An ally
Ayun.
has slain Lord. Watch
Dale.
your back. An enemy has been slain. Initiate retreat. Where do you think you're going? Enemy has been slain.
Higay ko yun.
Killing spree.
Ayan, ayan.
Double kill. Enemy rampage. Initiate retreat. Initiate retreat. You can't run from my arrow. Your team destroyed the turret. I can handle that. Your team destroyed the turret. The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and precise. Initiate retreat.
Ay, Landi! Hindi ako nakabaril. Iba pala napitin nito.
Down. Initiate retreat. Initiate retreat. Initiate retreat. Initiate retreat. Enemy double.
Bakero!
Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
Baka!
Our turret has been destroyed.
Bobo!
I can handle that. You can't run from my arrow. Request backup. Wise choice. Request backup. Okay. The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and precise.
Sabi na, abang.
Request backup.
Dedo.
An ally has been initiate retreat.
Tapos ang boxing. Kalbo na yung ano nila eh, vampira eh. Mga ano. Pero may pag-asa pa yan. Eto na.
Where do you think
Eto na.
you're going?
Eto na. Hinabol.
Shut down. Launch attack. Beware of ambush. Launch attack. Launch attack. Beware of ambush. Beware of ambush. Where do you think your enemy has been slain? An enemy has been slain. Watch your back. An ally has been slain. Killing spree. I can handle that. An enemy has been slain. Wise attack. The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and precise.
Oh, nice. Diba yan? Diba? Diba, diba? Init-init niya ulo ko eh. Diba? Yan, pambira. Oh. Diba? Diba, 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 diba? Nalaban na yung apat, nandun. Pero mo, layo ng ano, di ba? Pero lang yun. Last game. Last game tayo, mga katdog. Last game, mga katdog. Ayan. Ayan.
I am the moonlight that breaks through the
Sabal,
darkness.
Layla. Aba, aba, aba. Ay, pinalitan pala, vampira. Wala tayo pala. Naku, nagpalit. Ayun. Tapos tayo. Tak na ako. Kaya yan, kaya yan. Kaya yan. Ay, meron pala silang bab. Nana, si Nana. Si Bak tayo. Ibabab ni Nana si King of War. O kaya si Mia. Ayan, patay.
Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed! I can handle that.
Ako pa nga.
Where do you think you're going? The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and precise. Wise choice. Watch your back. You can't run from my arrow.
Initiate retreat. First blood. That was amazing.
Watch your back. I can handle that. May the moon forever shine upon us.
An enemy has been slain.
Where do you think you're going? You can't run from my arrow. The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and precise.
The enemy has slain the
May the
turtle.
moon forever shine upon us. Wise choice.
An ally has been slain.
Watch your back.
An enemy has been slain.
Wise choice. The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and precise.
Your team destroyed the turret.
Boxing kami, boxing.
Where do you think you're going?
Ay siya, nakatunga nga pala. Nakatunga nga siya.
I can handle that.
Nandun na kagad siya. Wow. Eh di ikaw na, di wow. Ay siya. Ay siya. Nag-ugong patuloy pambira.
Launch attack.
Uy. Kailan naglalaro?
Watch.
Killing spree.
Ayan na.
Need assistance.
May the moon forever shine upon us.
An ally has slain the turtle.
Ano tayo? Eh.
Where do you think you're
You
going?
have slain an enemy. Double kill. Our turret has been destroyed.
You can't run from my arrow.
You have been slain.
Dalawa na sila.
Request backup. Okay. Launch
Understood.
mega kill.
Wise choice.
Initiate retreat. Unstoppable. An ally has been slain.
I can handle that.
Our turret is under attack. Launch attack. Okay.
The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and precise.
Monster kill.
Wise
Launch
choice.
attack.
May the moon forever shine upon us.
Enemy has been slain. Launch attack.
Watch back.
Slain an enemy. An ally has slain Thor.
Where do you think you're going? May the moon forever shine upon us.
You have slain an enemy. Initiate retreat. Slain.
Eclipse.
Our turret has been destroyed. Your team destroyed a turret. Initiate retreat. Godlike. Double kill. Triple kill. Ally has been slain.
Great play!
Wow.
You can't run from my arrow.
Your team destroyed the turret. You destroyed a turret.
May the moon forever shine upon us.
Your team destroyed the turret. You have been slain.
Eclipse.
Ayun, galing na.
Legendary. Request backup.
Understood.
Lakas.
I can handle that.
Request backup.
Understood. The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and precise.
An ally has been. Our turret is under attack. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Where do you think?
Request backup. Okay. Attack the Lord. Request backup. Okay. Request backup. Request legendary. Enemy has been slain. Enemy killing spree. Shut down. Double kill. Launch attack. Okay.
Wise choice.
Ally has slain Lord. Launch attack.
Understood. I can handle that.
Legendary.
You can't repay the moon forever shine upon us.
You have been slain.
The eclipse.
Legendary. Team destroyed a turret. Enemy has been slain. Enemy has been slain. Ally has been slain. Enemy double kill. Enemy has been slain. Your team destroyed a turret. Enemy rampage. Sorry.
We can still win. The way of the arrow. Swift, silent, and precise.
Gather and ambush.
Watch your back.
Initiate retreat. Request backup. Okay.
I can handle that.
Request backup.
You can't run from my arrow.
Request
Ay.
Victory!
Okay. Ayaw, puro panalo rin. Start pa. Alright. Isa na lang. Pero bukas na yan, ha? Bukas na lang mga hotdog. Antok na si hotdog. Antok nami. Tulog nami. Pero checkin muna natin ito, no? Ano yung mga makakuha natin. Okay. Tana na. Oh, tikla ko. Wala ka mga hotdog. Kaya tayo. Hero. Assassin. Tignan natin. Ang dami na nila. Bago eh. Yan lang. Masa na? Oh? Ba't gano'n? Ito si support. Wow, 1,000 ano? 1,000 yung ano? Yung diamond. Item. Asan ba yan? Ba't gano'n? Ayun, gano'n pala yun. Assassin ba tayo? Fighter, diba? Fighter yun eh. Assassin. Lancelot. Kailangan natin pala naman. Kailan yun? Bali 600 na diamond. Bibili natin yan, ano? Sa susunod nga lang. Pag sumahod na tayo sa YT at sa FB. Pagka kung ano mauna raw. saan red si Mia. Ito na ba yung pinakamaganda? Hindi yata ito. Hanap pa tayo. Ito. Hanapin ko nga yung yung pinakamagandang ni Mia. Yan, sa susunod na ha? Pagkasahod natin sa FB at sa YT ha? Ayun mga katag at maraming salamat po sa mga naka-BG dyan at laging sumusuporta kay Kahotdog kahit na mga naka-BG lang po kayo dyan. Thank you so much sa mga kaibigan natin at mga followers. Mas marami nanonood kaysa nagsasubscribe Ayan. Kaya sa muli mga Kahotdog see you tomorrow. Okay? At God bless sa inyong lahat. Bye-bye. Good night mga Kahotdog. Good night. Good night.